every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. on AM radio, WOL 1450 or FM radio, HD2. Let's go to work.
Believe that you are the one.
And welcome to Transition Point, a show that has been designed with you in mind, cutting across the red tape and bringing you the skills that you need to succeed, cleaning up the clutter and noise in your life, and leaving success as a clear target for you to succeed and own it. I'm your host, Dr. Jeff Kaluyu. This is Transition Point. For those who are joining us, you can always call in at 800-450-7876, 800-450-7876. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the show is packed. I'm going to give you a rundown. We're going to be talking about what is making rounds in the news. Then we're going to be talking about the politics. Who isn't talking about politics, ladies and gentlemen? Then after that, we have a special guest. A guest we're going to be talking about, Professor Newman. Dena Newman is in the radio. She's a professional, over 25 years in the marketing profession. She's a professor. She's an entrepreneur. And most of all, she is a mom. She's going to be with us in the studio tonight. And you're going to be listening. We look forward to learning a lot about succeeding in the face of challenge. She has done a lot. So we're going to be presenting to you Professor Dena Newman later. So sit back, relax. This is Transition Point. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment. Prince, an icon, a death of an American icon. Let's take a moment to recognize a passing away of an American icon. So, ladies and gentlemen, in recognition of Prince, oh my goodness. So, the man has left us with a legacy. The question is, what kind of a legacy are we being left with today? In my book that I told you, and I've spoken about it many, many times, Succeeding in the Face of Challenge, I speak about a legacy. A legacy is more than just leaving a lot of money, houses and properties and assets to your loved ones. I see legacy as what you leave people with in terms of mindset. There is a Chinese saying that goes like, you give a hungry man a fish to eat. It doesn't say that generally directly, but to that effect. But if you give a hungry man a fish to eat, he will always come back and ask for more fish. But if you teach a man how to fish, he will go catch his own fish. So ladies and gentlemen, legacy is the mindset of what is left with us, what will continue, what will move on for the rest of our lives. You know, Prince, one of the great things about Prince is that he was born and raised in Minnesota. And the gentleman never left Minnesota. What do we learn from that? You should never forget where you were born. You should never forget where you came from, the people you grew up with. And you know what? All those mansions, he could have gone to Hollywood and have fun and be with the rest and, move along with the high. He decided to build this mansion, a beautiful mansion in Minnesota, Parsley Estate. Ladies and gentlemen, the people of Minnesota, and we thank them, they gave him the space and the time to enjoy his life. So yes, the people in California, we tell you today, you can still go back and live and have homes where you come from and participate in your own community. We will give you time to enjoy yourself. We want to enjoy you. We grew up with you, so we can have you back. You can still have a mansion in Hollywood, but find us, give us little something to enjoy and have fun together with you. So that's a legacy he taught us. The man, in my book again, I can't, what book do I like the most apart from my own book anyway? But I also talk of something that I see in Prince. Prince says, not really says, but he declared success when he was little. He wanted to be a star. Why? He decided to play hard in basketball like the rest of the kids that he saw. And what happened? He played in one of the best teams, high school teams in Minnesota. He wanted to be a star, but his height was prohibiting in NBA games. So you know what? He couldn't make it there. He still acquired the skills anyway, but that was not really the main running theme. The theme was that he wanted to succeed despite where he came from. He grew up really poor. He even says in some of his interviews that when he was little and he was hungry, he would go to McDonald's and just smell the fries. And ladies and gentlemen, that's his humble beginnings. But success is stubborn. He went on to become a musician, a successful musician. And at the age of 19, he hit the airwaves. He became introduced to the world and became very successful. The man, he also showed us the might of a human nature, of human being. You are made with so much ability in the sense that you can do so many things. The man played his own instruments, all his instruments. We are talking of guitar, even that guitar that he has simple on it, and you cannot pronounce the name of that simple. The color purple. The man is made of ideas, and you can make any idea stick. That's why America is colored purple tonight, because we are recognizing an icon who made purple. You can make anything work. The success is around here, around us. The colors, the items, anything that you want, you can turn it to success. I can imagine how many people are buying lights that are purple today. See, success. What else do we know about the man? At the age of 7, he made the funk machine, the song, as a 7-year-old kid on his father's piano. And I'll tell you today that you can start as early as possible. He inspires us. He will continue to inspire us. And from our studio, we're going to wish him, we're going to say R.I.P. Rest in peace, friends. Rest in peace. So, we may pick up that later because you cannot have enough of Prince. When you call in, it's okay. You can tell us. It's a sad weekend to have lost this great man. But you can tell us what you think about Prince and where you think his legacy goes from here. So, what else is making news? What else is making rounds in the waves in America today? Of course, who is not talking about politics? You don't talk about politics, I don't know where you're living. I'm telling you, Trump has surprised many people, and I can tell you, I don't know what to say. Not only me, but many people. He has hit a nerve, and many people are resonating with this message. They are saying they like him. As a matter of fact, a lot of views, a lot of posts, they are saying it is how he makes them feel, not just what he says, and also the authenticity. The man is authentic in terms of not necessarily what he's saying, but he just says it from the heart. It's just, he's not a politician. A lot of people like his message, a lot of people don't. Whether you like his message or you don't, he just says what is in his mind. That is really what Americans are looking for. They are tired of calibrated and choreographed political messages. You can't make a mistake here. Which human being doesn't make a mistake? You make a mistake today, you fix it tomorrow. We are not, Americans are not worried about that. Only politicians are worried. Yesterday you said this, today you said this, last week, 1970 you said this. Things have changed. All they want is honesty. They just want straight message. What you gonna do? Just tell it to us from the bottom of your heart, and we're gonna follow with the clues. So, you know, New York. Last week we were waiting on the New York showdown. New York was a showdown. Trump, he almost swept, cleaned the House. 89 delegates, ladies and gentlemen, 89 delegates. Cruz, 0. Kasich, think he took about 3. But what is the message here? Of course, I know there was the talk of Cruz, that he spoke about New York values. Now, I'm sure if he becomes eventual nominee, and I don't know the path to that, currently, Trump is saying he's mathematically eliminated. So I don't know his path, but should he have a path, I'm sure he's not going to talk about New York values again. He's going to fix that. These days, they are talking about how Trump should change to, you know, presidential, to become presidential. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to participate. 800-450-7876. Again, 800-450-7876. In our studios, this is Transition Point. We are always here on every Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. I'm your host, Dr. Jeff Kaluyu. We are here steaming out, and we are just getting warmed up because we have a show full in the schedule. The schedule is full. We have a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. It is full of a lot of information we can learn. So they are looking to see Trump change to be more presidential. The man is saying that he doesn't know how to use a teleprompter. He's not a teleprompter guy, kind of a guy. And then, of course, you know, Cruz picked that up, and he said that all along he has not been telling the truth. He has been pretending, and now he wants to turn around to be a politician. Seriously, that is a long shot, because seriously, Trump is not a politician. You can cut him, dice him, he is not. And I have problems seeing how he's gonna change. When you irritate him, no matter how much he tries to be presidential, you irritate him, you're gonna get it. He's a fighter, and people feel they need a fighter. But hopefully whoever gets to be a nominee, eventual nominee, you know, I'm sure he has made a lot of businesses. If he became the nominee, eventual one, I'm sure there is going to be a lot of advices and how the world feels. He becomes a concept, no longer president. When you're president of the United States, the leader of the free world, you are no longer yourself by your own means. You are a concept. You are a concentrate of so many things. You are a father to many people around the world. You are a brother, you are a sister, you are a leader. They look up to you. What you say affects so many people around the world. Those with radios, without radios, with TVs, without TVs. From the darkest parts of the world to Hollywood, where the light shines during the day. So, we are looking forward. We have someone calling in from 410. We can, let's continue moving forward. I'm not getting it through, but let's continue. We'll be letting the person come in. So, We have water. Water. Come on in. How are you doing, Mr. Water?
Hey, brother, I love you, man. I thank you for your energy. And you are a different type of host than what we've had on these airways. But I thank you for addressing this